it's Mark here, Marka Guitars. So the neck's sanded, it's ready to be taken to the next stage. I've done all the fretwork, they've been polished and crowned, ready to go, and the neck is nicely flattened, and I'm happy with everything on there, and the truss rod adjustments have all been done. I didn't film all that, it's a little bit boring. So this is now the next phase. I'm going to have to sort out these pre-drilled holes for the tuners because they're the wrong size, and I'm going to show you what I've done to get to that point. So we'll flip the camera down, we'll have a look at that, and then I expect what we'll do is move out to the hallway and do some drilling because it's a bit messy. See you soon. So we've got these really nice Goto machine heads. I used them on the last build and I really like them. These I've gone for are slightly different. They're more of a square head that you can see there maybe, and therefore it's just a different shape, but I know the fittings are the same. So we need to see what the actual measurements are for these tuners, so let's just do that now. A nice little set of digital calipers here, which I think will do the job quite nicely. So they've been zeroed, as you can see there. I'm just going to measure them, measure the housing. So we're in at about between 9.94 and 10 and 10.01, 10.04. So what we've got is a 10mm bushing on there that we've got to incorporate into that headstock, so that's fine. We also know the headstock's holes, just because I've done it with the calipers, are just about 8mm. So we've got 2mm to take out of that, which is fine. So what we're going to do, actually, we've got these, as I showed you. We're going to increase those from 8mm to 10mm to accommodate the tuners that we've got, and we're going to do that with a little step drill. Seems to be the best way. Go in from each side, meet in the middle, then go through with a quality drill bit. I've got a FAMAG drill bit which I'm going to use, so we'll give that a go. So we just scan the camera down. We'll get a look at the headstock and the tuner holes, and yeah, Screwfix catalogue seems to be the best height for resting the front of that neck. Odd as that might seem, but it does seem to work. So we're in at 8mm and we just need to go down to 12mm, and I haven't got a drill press or a pillar drill, and so therefore I'm going to just do this as carefully as I can. So that's looking good. We've gone in one side with the step drill from 8 to 10, and we're going to flip it over and go in from that side and do the same. Just position the holes over the hole in my workmate. So that's it, we've got it stepped on each side now. To 10mm, So we're just going to go through now, hopefully. But the truth is, this is proving to be more tricky to do it properly. I could do with a proper pillar drill, but I don't have one, so I'm going to do it manually. All I've done is I've put some dogs at the other end of the neck to hold it from flipping, and we'll see. Best I can do. I could clamp it. So I've drilled out the holes for the tuner from 8 to 10 mil. It's actually very difficult because I don't have proper clamps and the like, or a drill press, pillar drill for the UK audience. So it was difficult, but I've got there. There are some little, not exactly tear outs, but some pieces that are not exactly neat. There's a lesson there, but the step drill certainly worked to get us down to a level, and by the time the tuners are on and I've done a little bit of sanding, those will be fine. So as you know, the tuners have got a 10 mil bushing, which is fine, but then you've also got the little anchoring hole, little 2-3 mil hole there, but I'll do that as we fit the tuners. So that's that for that stage. And to just test, I fitted a tuner. So we'll come back after this little break, but you can see they fit pretty good and look nice. I haven't drilled the pilot hole, but it looks great, and I think that will work just fine. I've got to fit a nut onto this fingerboard, which I've got, so I just need to fit that. But we're going to come back. We'll probably do some scratch plate work next. A template for the scratch plate. So last time I did it all eyeball and manually. This time I'm going to try to use the little Dremel router. So I'll take this template, I'll fit that with the magic super glue and masking tape trick. I'll then rough cut around that with a coping saw, and then I'll take a Dremel and use the bearing on the Dremel or something anyway to get me around that edge, and then I'm going to try to use a Dremel router bit that actually has a chamfer on it. All new territory for me, but we'll give it a go. So there we go, it's the scratch plate next. Good old fashioned, don't have a bandsaw, but I have one of these. Teeth are pretty fine. I've used it successfully to cut out the last scratch plate. So we're going to give it a go. So we put the camera down. I've clamped the scratch plate, and the template is fixed to the scratch plate. So clearly this will be fast forwarded, speeded up, because it'll be boring otherwise. But we'll give you a couple of minutes of me hacking away at a scratch plate. And a scratch plate blank anyway. So I've clamped it quite near the edge. I'm going to give it the best shot we can. So we're making progress. It's not very pretty yet, but it will be. At the moment, it's just a rough cut. So where we've got to now, we've rough cut the scratch plate to the rough shape of the template. In some places rougher than others, in some places pretty tight. So the next thing I need to do is to drill some pilot holes where the pickup cutouts are, and then we'll be doing some Dremel stuff to try and get a tight outline against this template. So we're going to have a go at this template now against the scratch plate. So I've got a Dremel with a router bit with a bearing cutter. There's only one I can find worldwide, and it seemed to work really well previously on some other things I've done, so we're going to give that a go. I'll clamp the scratch plate with the template under so the bearing can run along the template, and hopefully that will do the trick. So I've just done a little section to get it to test, and it's fine, so we're going to go with that now. I've gone right round the template now, and it's looking really good, this scratch plate. Clearly I'm covered in shavings, pickguard shavings. I'm now going to route out the pickup shape, but to do that I think I'm going to show you a close-up, if I can, of the Dremel router doing its stuff, because it's really good. And for those of you who haven't got proper guitar luthier-y tools, I would recommend the Dremel, and there goes the light, I would recommend the Dremel as an all-round tool. It works really good on this. I'm really impressed. Now that is a good pickup cutout. That is going to look so good. Much better than Marka 1, where the pickup cutouts were quite rough actually. But that's okay. It's a learning point.